right, you guys, what is up? Happy Monday. I hope you guys have a great Monday. I didn't do a live stream yesterday because there wasn't a whole lot to cover yesterday for a live stream. So today I wanted to come out with this video about Onision. There is a call that Onision had with Sarah that has gone unnoticed, and it is definitely alarming. But before we get into this call that Onision has had with Sarah, we need to go over the allegations that Onision has been facing with Sarah. And these allegations have been confirmed. Like, this actually happened. Onision is absolutely vile. He's still on the internet. Like, he's still making and pushing out YouTube videos. He's been demonetized from YouTube and everything. I don't know. It's just weird that he's still around and still getting views off of his channel. It's absolutely insane. Like the video that he posted with Sarah a few days ago, like 11 days ago, has like 6,000 views. Of course, it has like 412 dislikes, which is great. I'm gonna be one of those people to dislike this video because this video is absolutely disgusting and vile. But let's get back to what Onision is facing in regards to Sarah. So Business Insider put out a great article, and let's refresh our memories. So YouTuber Onision's groomer accuser speaks out in new documentary. So the article reads, a new episode of a documentary about a notorious YouTube supervillain features a woman labeled his youngest victim speaking about her experience. A 3-part Discovery Plus show, Onision in Real Life, aired January and examined the accusations against James Greg Jackson, better known by his YouTuber alias Onision. After the initial 3 episodes air, all of Jackson's channels were demonetized by YouTube, meaning he can no longer make money from ads on his decade-long catalog of videos. An email purportedly sent by YouTube was shared by Jackson with his followers. It pointed to Jackson's actions which weren't broadcast on his channel, including allegations of off-platform behavior related to child safety. Jackson faces accusations of abuse from at least 6 women. The email of Jackson's behavior violated creator responsibility guidelines and could cause significant harm to the community. So the allegations that Onision has been facing, they're definitely well-documented allegations for sure. I know like some of the women that have been accusing Onision, they are like, a few of them are a little bit sketchy. Like one of them is sketchy, Shiloh. But regardless, these are well-documented allegations. The 4th installment of the Discovery series, which is available to stream on Discovery Plus today, is a bonus episode titled Sarah Speaks. In the interview, a woman named Sarah said Jackson and his spouse Kai of Roe groomed her after befriending her on the internet when she was 14 years old. My name is Sarah and I was groomed by Greg and Kai, she said at the start of the documentary. Sarah said she began talking to the YouTubers when she was 14. Sarah said she became a fan of Jackson's content when she was 12 and started interacting with him and Avro on social media over the next few years at a time. Avro identified as a woman but has since come out as a transgender. I don't. I'm just gonna say this. I don't know why this is. I don't know what the relevancy of this is in the article, but whatever. Sarah said she felt cool and validated that the popular internet personalities were talking to her because she felt they have many friends in her real or because she didn't have many friends in her real life. Greg and Kai, they definitely saw me as someone who was vulnerable. And I do not disagree with that statement. You know, a lot of a lot of grooming cases do happen that way, where like groomers see their victim as vulnerable and they feel like they can manipulate certain people. You know, there's uh oh, we were the other day I was talking to a few creators about how Mama Max specifically manipulates women. And it could be possibly because women are vulnerable. So yeah, it makes sense that she would feel that way, but I don't know. But I do not disagree with that with what Sarah is saying right there. Sarah said in the documentary, I feel like they probably picked up on emotional needs that weren't being met in my home life. I was just drawn to the glitz and glamour of it all, the internet personalities. Sarah said in a conversation between her and Avro became sexual pretty quickly, and they would send each other photos of them in their underwear. There was another time I posted in my Instagram a picture of me and Avro said, I'm grooming you nicely. That's disgusting. She said, I said, hell yeah, with emojis. I'm not going to victim blame Sarah because she was young at the time. She didn't know what she was really saying as a young person, but as an adult, you should know not to be interacting with minors like that. So I'm not really going to blame Sarah for the response. Because I was like, what the fuck was grooming? She said Avro would also talk to her about his sex life with Jackson. So that's what I thought what was normal everyday conversation. I truly thought I was in love with Avro, she said. And then this is a picture of Onision and Kai. Jackson and Avro invited Sarah into their home in Washington State when she was 15. She said when she was 16, or she said, and when she was 16, her mother signed a power of attorney over to Avro. She said this when she said this is when the dynamic shifted and Avro and Jackson started talking about sexual things in front of her. Sarah said she lived with the couple on and off for the next 2 years until she was 19, during which she said she was treated like a toy by the pair. That is so sad. She said Jackson knew he could break her with his words. When she brought up she was uncomfortable, Jackson kicked her out. She said that this happened several times. I didn't trust myself because he gaslit me so much to believe I was just crazy. At any time I had a thought they were doing something wrong to me, she said. It just felt like every time I went back, it just got worse and worse and worse. And then it got way worse. During the time, Jackson repeatedly posted YouTube videos saying he and Avro were not romantically involved with Sarah. In 2017, when Sarah was 17, she said she was coerced into making a video of herself denying the grooming allegations. Now, I saw a snippet of this interview, and Sarah, or not Sarah, or actually, yes, Sarah. Sarah was very emotional and when she was saying this statement. So I believe her when she says this. I actually feel really bad for Sarah. But she said as soon as she turned 18 in January 2019, she had sexual relations with the couple. Jackson had confirmed this, but accused Sarah of pressuring him into and Avro into sex. Sarah denied this. She said she was romantically interested in Avro from the start, but said she believed that if she wanted to be with him, Jackson would always have to be part of their relationship. This dynamic led to so much predatory behavior and abuse, she said. So many people came to that house, she said. Greg's ultimate goal for some of the women who came to his house were to get them into a three-way relationship. He never wanted Avro to be with someone and not be with him too. Jackson has always maintained his innocence, blaming Sarah for the events, which is absolutely disgusting. This is not the first time Sarah has told her story publicly. She was interviewed by YouTuber Blair White in September of 2019, and then by To Catch a Predator host Chris Hansen for a YouTube live stream in October 2019. Her story picked up traction, particularly as other women such as Shiloh Hoganson spoke about interactions with Jackson. Sarah stepped away from the public eye. In January, Jackson told Insider that he was being ganged up on in the documentary and sent several links to blog posts where he gathered what he believes to be evidence that Sarah is lying. He has still maintained that statement to this day. As a result of their malicious/hateful life-ruining lies, I lost what I worked for over a decade. He said about his demonetization, YouTube kicked me from their partner program despite me repeatedly communicating my innocence and proving it. In 2019, he sent an email to Insider saying the grooming stuff is absolute nonsense and requested a $10,000 fee for an interview. Insider reached out to Jackson for comment regarding the most recent allegations, and he responded by denying Sarah's accusations and linking various YouTube videos she posted, which he said discredit her account. And then this is a picture of Sarah. As Mashable Morgan Sung reported in January, the first 3 episodes of the documentary were somewhat eclipsed by their own controversies online. Several YouTubers made videos condemning the documentary's sensationalism and perceived ethical violations, as Sarah and other victims had initially asked not to be included. This is not mentioned in the 4th episode, but Sarah does allude to wanting to tell her story in her own words. The show also, I do remember this drama. I think Edwin also received backlash because he appeared in this series, but I'm not sure. I can't remember the lore behind that. The show also depicts, I might be misspeaking about that as well, so I apologize if I am. So don't direct quote me on that. The show also depicts, if you feel the need to correct me, please comment below and correct me on what happened. The show also depicts Hansen, who has taken a particular interest in Jackson as a hero, but some believe he may have hindered police investigation into the matters. At one point, Sarah tweeted that she had sent Hansen's former web producer a laptop that contained evidence about her relationship with Jackson and Avro, but that it was never passed on to the FBI. Hansen said that The producer was later fired. Hansen is not featured in the new episode. Throughout the documentary, Ro repeatedly misgendered and is misgendered and referred to by his dead name, the name he used before transitioning. Captions say this for the sake of storytelling. And then that's the end of the article. So let's get into. All right. So the video starts off with this. Onision hadn't spoken to Sarah. Okay. Actually, before we even start the video, there are two main points here. Onision is currently clinging on to a vague statement that Sarah said a few years ago where she is saying, I begged you, something along the lines of, I begged for you to forgive me. Now, Onision is bad faithfully taking that vague statement and applying it to like some sort of situation with him and Sarah, where Sarah is asking for an apology that Sarah R-worded Onision and Kai. This is absolutely insane. Never in my life have I ever even seen a groomer even accuse a victim of R-wording them. So he's like essentially going, no, you, to Sarah now. And it like, this is insane. It's a vague statement that is being said. So it's just absolutely crazy. And it's also, Onision is also admitting to forcibly making or potentially making Sarah sign this document, this legal document that Sarah's not allowed to say any lies about Onision, potentially silencing her story, which is absolutely disgusting. The fact that Onision just blatantly admits that he's trying to make her sign this document that is saying, oh, well, you can't say lies about me anymore, is just crazy. Because what constitutes lies in his book, what she's saying to the press nowadays, or what she was saying to the press in the press in the past of being groomed, that's what constitutes as lies. So he does not want her further to come out with her grooming story. This is crazy. This is absolutely insane that he wants, like, to, he's even making attempts to further silence her. But he's even taking it to the extent of, you know, I feel ballsy enough to even post this on the internet because I'm innocent, guys. Like, you are absolutely vile and evil. But let's get into the video, and let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and let me know what your thoughts are on Onision. My thoughts are he's evil, he's disgusting. The fact that he's doing this to Sarah in the first place, and the fact that this video is on his channel in the first place, is just gross. Absolutely gross. So the video starts. Onision hadn't spoken to Sarah since early 2023, hadn't emailed, texted, nothing. He calls him, or she calls him / woke him up 6 a.m. 8/7/24 to tell him to leave her alone, and then question marks. And then it changes to, since 2019, Sarah has defamed Onision via, and again, these are the lies that Onision says that they're lies. Again, he wants her to sign a document saying Sarah's not allowed to lie about Onision. Public interviews, international TV, social media. Onision has been harassed every single day since 5+ years. Endless harassment. Rightfully, Onision has defended himself publicly, repeatedly, with facts, evidence, and witness statements. And he put statements as state and then ments. Pretty funny that he put statements. Statements. More dead air.
You're capturing a crime. Harassment is a crime. Fraud is a crime. Rape is a crime.
Sarah wished cancer, physical harm on me. So that what he's talking about is a statement, a hyperbolic statement that Sarah makes towards the end of the call. We'll go over that statement when we get to it.
There's a number of things that Sarah has done that is a crime. She thinks that you won't believe a single thing I say because of my age and gender. That's her.
How do you know that? How do you factually know that? Did she tell you that directly? Did she say, don't believe Onision because he is a man and he is old? No, she never directly said that to you. Okay, then you do not know her intentions.
Her entire position. She doesn't understand that when you're an adult, you're an adult, you're an adult, you're an adult. She thinks that for some
Onision right here is assuming intention. He can't be assuming an intention right here.
reason, the entire world is ageist and sexist, and that because of that, she can just do whatever she wants to anyone and no one will believe anyone but her. So
that's quite a reach right there, Onision. This is very colorful theory crafting that we have.
Because I captured Sarah's admissions because she is a criminal, I can finally present to you one of the many conversations that we had in the past, which she is probably going to crap herself, realizing that when she called me at 6 a.m., she was in fact recorded. Oh boy, this is what I've been going through. And this is the person that you guys supported and believed instead of me.
I still believe her, and I would still support her because you are absolutely vile. You're absolutely vile and disgusting. I don't care how evil or what anime villain laugh she's doing right here. You're absolutely vile and disgusting.
Why are you laughing?
Dude, I was a fucking kid.
You were an adult. Sarah, okay. Sarah, you're an adult. You can't say that.
I was a fucking teenager. I was a teenage girl. You're almost 40, dude. Get a hold of your life.
You just said that you were a teenager and I was 40.
Okay, so this part, Onision says, Onision was 31 when adult Sarah stated she could destroy his life if she wanted to, and would only sign agreement. Again, the agreement where Onision only in the agreement Onision wants her to never say any lies about him. Again, the grooming allegations that she has been coming out with, right? Those are the supposed lies. To not lie about him if he would do stuff with her and got what she wanted.
I'm not 40 now.
You're almost 40 years old and you're still talking about shit that happened with a teenage girl 5 years ago.
Did you? Yes, because you're suing me, Sarah.
Are you going to therapy? Because if you're not, you need to.
Well, after the trauma you put us through, I went through therapy, yeah. But guess what?
Pause. Sarah said Onision needs to go to therapy. Onision said because of what she put him through, he did go to therapy. And she said, oh, that's good. That's nothing bad. That's literally reactionary. Like, okay, yeah, good job. You went to therapy. W. Great. Hey, guess what, Onision? The therapy didn't help you because here we are. What now? Am I evil because I said the therapy didn't help you?
Guess what, Sarah?
What?
You apologized for raping us twice. You cannot get around that. You said sorry for raping us 2 times.
Dude, it was sarcastic.
The web community insisted that Sarah never apologized for R-wording Onision. Onision just proved again that Sarah's own confession, 8/7/24, she did in fact apologize. So he's clinging on to a sarcastic, yeah, I'm sorry, dude. Yeah, whatever. Sure, buddy. He's hanging on to that as an admission. This is absolutely insane. Like, this guy is absolutely unhinged. This is crazy. When Sarah wants to change the past, that she simply just says she was joking, but no sane person apologized sarcastically for that. Our word is not a joke. Didn't he joke about it? Like, I'm sure Onision has made jokes about that. Like, bro, really? You've done it in the past. Additionally, when someone dumps you, you're not in a silly, goofy mood. So here's Onision taking the ego trip and being like, oh yeah, I dumped you, Sarah, you didn't dump me, I rejected you. He's so narcissistic. Like, this is textbook narcissism. When Sarah apologized, she was sad and upset. It was not sarcastic. She was simply saying anything that makes her look bad is conveniently a joke. He's so narcissistic. It's absolutely insane. Get over yourself, dude. Get over yourself. Sarah forgets that she publicly admitted how her apology went down. This does appear this does not appear sarcastic. I was sobbing while holding you and begging you to forgive me, Sarah. So again, this is her Twitter account. Again, we've outlined this earlier in the video where I said Onision is holding on to like this vague statement where she's saying specifically, I was sobbing while holding you and begging you to forgive me. He is taking that statement and saying, well, right here is where she's apologizing for R-wording me and Kai. And again, like Onision has been known to lie in these situations. So I'm less inclined to believe him. I don't think unless it's going to be specific in nature where she's like, no, I was apologizing for R-wording you that day. Please forgive me. I don't think that's what she meant behind this statement. Okay. So I think he's theory crafting. I think he's clinging on to this 1 ounce of vague statement that she said right here. And where she's like, she's either like begging for forgiveness for some other situation. And he's like, no, this is when she like R-worded me. And it's just like, dude, you're absolutely insane. So he's taking, again, he has so little evidence and he's so bad faith that he has to take this vague statement and take it as an admission. That's how weak his argument is. It's absolutely insane. Crazy insane.
You apologized for raping someone sarcastically, Sarah, right after they dumped
Because
you.
it was so ridiculous, the notion that I could have even been capable of raping you.
I mean, she was a kid at the time, so I agree with Sarah at that. I agree with Sarah with that. She was a kid. She was like, what? I don't know. She was like a minor at the time, and a minor R-wording a grown adult, that's like far-fetched. Sarah doesn't deny she was dumped / rejected by Onision, just as he stated. Again, that's the textbook narcissism that Onision has. He wants to know that people know that he's the powerful one. Oh yeah, guys, I dumped her. I rejected her. And she was groveling. She was begging for my forgiveness, right? That's where it's coming from. But he would like to believe I dumped her and rejected her. She R-worded me, and then she was begging for my forgiveness because she R-worded me. This is like, oh my God, this is beyond levels of theory crafting. This is so unhinged. Sarah again tries to manipulate the narrative to focus on the idea of Onision being forcibly R-worded instead of what he's talking about, actual extortion. Why? Because she has no defense for the actual claim and would rather distract two claims Onision never made. PSA, saying any person cannot be R-worded is completely insane. Anyone can be a victim of R-word regardless of age and gender. Ageism and sexism are without a question. Wrong. So I do not disagree with this, but Onision has a habit of like getting behind like these kind of things where it's like ageism bad, sexism bad, and he kind of uses it as a weapon where he's like, ageism bad, sexism bad. So therefore, what I am saying, the lie that I'm saying is right. It's so manipulative.
Sexual,
You got like 50
sexual.
pounds on me, bitch.
Did you or did you not say that you could destroy our lives if you wanted to?
What?
You said you could destroy us if you wanted to. You said it to Luke and you said it to me.
As a joke? Sure, I probably did.
Let that sink in. If Onision told a woman that he could destroy their life if they did not sleep with him, he would be in jail. Agent Jenner do not excuse the crime Sarah committed against Onision and his spouse. So here's another reach where he's like he's making the assumption where it's like, okay, well, Sarah admits to statement A, so therefore the second part of statement A is true. So Sarah does admit to saying, "Oh, well, I did say I was going to destroy your life." So therefore she also did say that if I do not sleep with them, I'm going to destroy their life. So therefore, my lie to the statement that they're admitting is true is also true. It's like, no, Onision, you can't be doing that. This dude is so bad faith. Incredibly bad faith. Again, this is how far Sarah is from reality. One moment she'll say, I was sobbing while holding you and begging you to forgive me. Then she'll say, I was in a silly, goofy mood and joking about R-wording people. So again, he's taking two different scenarios and bad faithfully applying them at the same time. And again, we don't even know if when she's saying this statement, if she's actually applying this statement to what Onision is actually describing. So again, I'm less inclined to believe Onision. All while gaslighting Onision, acting like he doesn't have hundreds of documented text and videos, posting and reports proving everything he's saying. Where? So like you're saying this statement, but I don't see any amount of evidence in this said statement.
Me too.
You
Luke would make those jokes to me too. He literally would tell me, you know so much about me, like, you know, it's a good thing that you would never, like, you know, if we ever got in a fight, I'm fucked or whatever. Like, Luke would make those jokes to me too, so I don't know what the fuck you're trying to do with that.
In other words, Onision, you threatened to destroy your lives, or Onision, you threatened to destroy our lives, and you knew you had all the power. Sarah, well, Luke said I could destroy your lives too. Onision, you saying that only proves my point. No, it doesn't. It literally doesn't. It only proves that there was a dynamic of the joke making. That's all that it proves. It proves that you guys were jokingly saying that to each other. This is insane. Sarah again just admitted she had all the power, saying she knew not only did she threaten to destroy Onision's life earlier, but she was well aware Luke knew if he ever rejected Sarah, she would destroy his life. Even knew Sarah had all the power, and Sarah abused that power to a criminal extent. What criminal? Okay, what crime did she commit? Please prove it. Please prove the crime. Sarah just established she knew both Luke and Onision were afraid of her, and had established they were afraid of her before she ever blackmailed them into sleeping with her. Where is the blackmailing? You're not showing it. You're not showing the actual proof of the blackmailing. This is textbook actual extortion. You're not. This is where he's like, Onision is throwing accusations without any proof. Like, I'm sorry, dude, but you've been known to lie in the past. People are not really going to take your word for it. You're going to have to prove these kind of accusations.
I called you because I want you to leave me alone.
Sarah,
it has been 5 years.
you're suing me.
I don't know anything about that.
then back out of it. Because when you sue someone, they're going to defend
I want
themselves.
to be left alone, bitch.
Then stop suing people.
I don't even. Oh my god.
When you sue someone and they are publicly attacked, as a result, they are allowed publicly to defend themselves using facts and evidence. This is a basic constitutional right. So I do not disagree. You should be publicly allowed to defend yourself, but you're not even using facts and evidence. You're theory crafting and you're bad faithfully taking misinterpretations of people's statements and applying it to your weak ass arguments. And it's falling apart.
You are suing me for $5 million. You should probably contact your lawyer and stop suing me if you want me to stop defending myself.
You have no defense.
I have what?
If your defense is that I raped you, you have no defense. Like, your defense is a lie.
Okay, so you do know that you're suing me.
So now Sarah's saying I never R-worded you. It's a lie. So she's saying she's denying it, which I'm gonna believe her. I'm going to believe her. I put X to doubt that this person actually R-worded Kai and Onision, especially after the years where she's coming out to the public and saying I was groomed. Onision, you expect me to believe you that after all these years, you are now saying, oh yeah, Sarah R-worded us. What? No, I don't believe you. It's like you're throwing crap on the wall and seeing what sticks. It's insane.
And you do understand it's myself as a witness, everybody here is a witness, multiple people against you, numerous texts, and your defense is, like you just admitted to me that you apologized for raping me, and your defense is, I was joking.
It was sarcastic because it was so ridiculous to me that you would ever even say that.
So you admit that you apologized for raping me. That's the thing. You can't say, oh, I was joking.
You can actually say that. I even think it's ridiculous that it's even being said. I'm sure lots of people even think that the claim is even being ridiculous, that it's even being said. And the fact that it's 2024, years after all of this stuff came out, and you're barely coming out with this stuff. Barely coming out with it. It's ridiculous in nature.
Nobody jokes
I
about...
never apologized.
And no one is making jokes about wording. Okay? No one's making jokes of that situation. It's not a situation to make light of. So the fact that you're morally grandstanding over it, like, come on, get the fuck over it. You're absolutely disgusting and vile.
Dude.
So here's another attempt to look at a vague statement and apply it to a situation that didn't even happen, bad faithfully. So Onision says, Sarah, in 2019, I was sobbing while holding you and begged you to forgive me. Sarah, in 2024, I never apologized, dude. How do we even know that this tweet is even in relation to what you're claiming nowadays? This tweet was tweeted in 2019. What is the relevancy? You're not even proving the relevancy behind this tweet. You're not even proving that. So we're less inclined to believe you.
Sorry, I fucking killed your dog when you didn't kill someone's dog. Like, if you want to get into analogies, because I know you love those.
So if your brain functions normally, and you do recall,
yours doesn't.
And yeah, I get it. You like gaslighting me, but if you, if
gaslighting, bruh, you're such an old fucking fart.
Okay.
Dude, leave me alone. You are so old and disgusting, and I hope that the skin cancer comes back and eats your dick off. Like.
Okay, so what that statement is right there, I hope the skin cancer comes back and eats your pee off. That's a hyperbolic statement. Like I'm sure she doesn't like at all wish that actually. And like he's taking it as an actual threat. Okay. It's insensitive. Like you're wishing cancer upon somebody else. It's in bad taste. I get that. I wouldn't be saying things like that, right? I get that she's saying it because she's pissed off. She's in the heat of the moment. I say really crazy things when I'm in the heat of the moment, right? I just had a moment the other day and I said a lot of crazy things. A lot of absolutely crazy things. So I get it, right? But the fact that he's like, oh my God, she's threatening me. He's wishing harm or she's wishing harm upon me. It's just like, come on, dude. It's a hyperbolic statement. She's being overly dramatic, or you are being overly dramatic. Calm down. It is not an actual threat.
Like, on God.
Okay.
Okay, and then that's the end of the call. This is absolutely ridiculous. There's another video on Onision's channel in regards to Sarah, and it is why it's why I'm back, Onision, and it seems like Onision is just growing more and more confident with based off of this one interaction with Sarah. Oh my God, I got Sarah in a corner. I'm coming back to the internet, guys. I'm gonna be remonetized. No, dude, you're a loser. You're a loser and you're a groomer, and you should stay away. Let's see what Onision has to say.
So back in 2019, someone said that they would destroy my life if I didn't give them what they wanted.
You said you could destroy us if you wanted to. You said it to Luke and you said it to me.
As a joke? Sure, I probably did.
I specifically had that person sign an agreement that they could not lie about me. And they said they...
The fact that he is making that admission and he's saying, I specifically had that person sign an agreement saying that they couldn't say statements, so they couldn't say lies about me, is like, you are directly admitting that you are silencing your victim. That is disgusting. You're evil. You are evil. You're vile. You should go away.
They would only sign the agreement if we could do stuff.
I basically was like, oh, you know, only if we do stuff will I sign the papers.
And if they could get what they wanted.
I made jokes about not signing it unless I got something out of it, got what I wanted.
And the person...
Okay, she clearly said I made jokes. Like and Onision, if you're going to lie in your video, the very least you could do is be good at it. You could edit out, I made jokes. Like, it's clearly a joke. She clearly even stated the intention right there and said, I made jokes. It's a joke, Onision. It's clearly a joke.
The person who did that, this is their laugh.
Yes, because it's clearly a joke.
That is the person that most every single person who has anything bad to say about me uses as their mascot. The person with this laugh.
Yeah.
If you,
Gaslighting, bruh.
That is the anthem of the anti-Onision agenda. This.
Anti-Onision agenda. Oh my God, dude. Yeah, when you become a groomer, yeah, a lot of people become anti-Onision. When you're an evil, disgusting person, yeah, a lot of people become anti-Onision. Maybe don't do those things.
So for a very long time, I was a prisoner of
Go cry about it.
fear. I would
Oh, prisoner of fear. Get over it, dude.
do whatever I could to make this person happy so that they wouldn't destroy my life as they originally threatened to do. But eventually I couldn't take it anymore and I said, you know what? This is what you did to me. I refuse to be with you because of this. And then she apologized for doing so. Although
Okay, so now he's taking this statement. Wait, where'd it go?
that is the anthem of the a prisoner in my life as they originally threatened to do. But eventually I couldn't take it anymore and I said, you know what? This is what you did to me. I refuse to be with you because of this. And then she...
So now he's taking this statement where she's vaguely saying, I was sobbing while holding you, begging you to forgive me. He's applying it to another situation, unless he's about to apply it to where she like R-worded him. Let's see. I might be pause, Andy. Let's see.
Apologize for doing so, although her telling of events has completely and utterly changed since her initial statements.
You said sorry for raping us 2 times.
Okay, so never mind. I'm being a pause, Andy. Leah.
Times.
Dude, it was sarcastic.
Meanwhile, mine have remained the exact same.
No, they have not. No, they have not. They have like changed. And you've been always dramatic and hyperbolic. That's the only consistent thing on your end, Onision, is that you are dramatic and you lie and you are hyperbolic.
Wonder what that could mean.
And you're bad faith.
The therapy, because if you're not, you need to.
Well, after the trauma you put us through, I went through therapy, yeah. But guess what?
Oh, that's good.
Anyway, Laffy McLafferson proceeded with her initial threat to destroy my
God, like, okay, let me just admit this. Onision is perpetually stuck in 2008. Like, perpetually stuck in 2008. Like, dude, it is 2024. Can you stop looking like you're stuck in 2008? Like, grow the fuck up, dude. Please.
my life, and she did so knowing that despite our agreement where she was not allowed to lie about anyone, she, according to her,
What money would he get from me? I don't have money.
so she admits that what she did, she is doing because she can't be sued. You know, Sir laughs a lot. And you, as an internet community, decided to just ignore all the facts, ignore the story changes, ignore her confessions and admissions.
These aren't confessions and admissions. What are you on?
And you, as an internet community, decided to just ignore all the facts, ignore the story changes, ignore her.
So these are supposedly confessions and admissions. I sold my prescription before. Use it against me. Greg and I effed while Kai was in Mexico. Use it against me. Just wait until I get off of work. You do not scare me. P word. You're pathetic. And then it's like text. What? I did cocaine. Use it against me. What? This is her literally admitting that she R-worded you? Where? Literally where? I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see the admission. Please explain.
Confession.
He's literally pulling a Lio convoy. I hate it when people do this, when they're like, oh yeah, guys, you know, I have all this evidence, and then they like pull up the screenshots and it literally shows nothing. Literally.
And admissions, and help her do exactly what she threatened to do in the first place. So the real reason that I'm
What was she threatening to do? Ruin your life by calling you a groomer because you groomed her? Is that what it is?
back, it wasn't just the Best Buy guy. He was kind of like the match, and the flame was me not wanting to be a prisoner of being afraid of bad, horrible people like her and so many of you.
And I hope this
Oh, boo-hoo. Oh my God, get the fuck over it, Onision. He's a prisoner of us, guys. This guy is like perpetually a victim. This guy forever lives in 2008. Like, grow up, dude. Grow up. It's 2024. Grow out of the emo haircut phase. Jesus. Yikes, Onision. Anyways, I'll keep you guys updated if there are any more updates with Onision's interactions with Sarah, which are wildly inappropriate. He shouldn't even be talking to Sarah. The fact that he even thinks it's appropriate to contact Sarah or even record her and slap the recordings on his YouTube channel and make views off of it. Luckily, he's not making money off of it, but he's getting attention off of it. It's absolutely disgusting and vile. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Happy Monday. I hope you guys have a good week.